Well, hello everyone. I'm still alive. It is May 28th of 2025, and I apologize for being away. Just been busy. Kind of started myself over this last year a new at-home part-time job, which I plan to make more and more videos of. I want to kind of document what I'm doing. My last few videos, I talked about how you cannot just sit back and do nothing and let money come to you. Yes, probably 2, 3, maybe pushing 4 years ago, really did a lot of videos on crypto investments, which we now know are ripoffs and scams, and I'm not aware of a single one out there. And I'm not going to get off on a tangent, but that's going to be another video on how these people keep pushing that crap. That's for another time. But what I want to talk about tonight is, are you ripping off Amazon? Think about that. Are you ripping off Amazon? Okay, maybe not you. Someone you know? Maybe someone in your family? So let's kind of cut to the chase. Here about, I don't know, maybe pushing a year and a half ago, I started in a program called Amazon Influencers. Amazon Influencer Program, AIP. I made application, I did my test videos, I got accepted, and I've been doing well for doing it part-time. Granted, I probably do something on it daily. If it's not corresponding with sellers or seller agents who, by the way, are sending me free products, and we can get into that another time as I kind of develop maybe a little bit of a, I don't want to say series, but I kind of want to walk you through it if it's anything that interests you. So I started this program and I've been doing pretty well for doing it part-time, but something has really been eating at me this last, oh gosh, probably 9 months, maybe close to a year. Now, besides sellers sending me products, I go out and I buy pallets of liquidated products. That can be even another video. I got to start this list of all of these videos because I want to get back here with you, my YouTube audience, and anyone else who I can communicate with. I apologize if I clear my throat. Just a little scratch in here. There's a lot of pollen going on, and I'm going to probably do this unedited. So if it means I'm clearing my throat or coughing or what have you, I apologize. But I want to have this discussion with you. So I've been buying these pallets of liquidated product, and I've been buying what's called Amazon Monsters. And why do they call them monsters? Well, your typical pallet is about 4 foot by 4 foot. And these monsters are like 7+ feet tall. They're so tall, they barely get them into a semi-trailer. So I started buying these, gosh, quite some time ago. Years ago, probably 15, 16 years ago, I used to buy truckloads of products. And we would turn around and resell, and we started a discount store. So I was buying a lot of these truckloads of liquidated products long before a lot of these young guys running a lot of these centers are, including the one where I go to Grand Rapids, which is about an hour south of me, down in Dorr, and Mitch at GRP Pallet, fabulous. I'll give them a big shout out. So I get these Amazon Monsters, and it's all products that originated from Amazon. Now, I've been noticing something. I open up these boxes. Now, when I buy this pallet, I don't know what's in it. So it's a gamble. When you buy in, the pallets liquidation, it's risky. You could lose your butt on one. But I've been very fortunate so far, and I've done quite well. And just a little caveat, I get these pallets of products, and that's what I do my demonstration videos on. As long as the products are good. But now when I open up these boxes and I start to look at the products that's in these boxes, it just blows my mind away. People are returning stuff that has been noticeably used in vacuums and like steam cleaners. Unbelievable. I've gotten so many of them, and to turn around and resell them, I do rather well. But if I buy a vacuum off Amazon, and I might try it, and if I don't like it, I'm probably, if I had to return it, I'm not going to return it after weeks and months of use. And also, I'm going to have done my homework, my research to make sure that that is the vacuum cleaner that I want to keep. I mean, there are some items that I have returned, my personal purchases, not for my business, not for my AIP business, but for my own personal use. There's been products where I've had to return it. I get it. Maybe I found it someplace else. Maybe there was a delay in shipping and I needed it and I found it, elsewhere. And now I no longer need the one that came late, or I get it and maybe something's damaged and I have to return it. But these vacuum cleaners, people, I've got one upstairs I need to break down and clean. It's so obvious that people have used these things extensively, and then they don't even clean it. They just throw it in a box and they return it to Amazon. And it ends up on these liquidation pallets. Well, I made a comment to someone here not too long ago. I said, my gosh, why are people returning this? It's ripping off the system. And this particular individual, who I won't name, said, well, Amazon's got billions of dollars. They can afford to, lose a few products. It's not coming out of Amazon's pocket. Most likely it's coming out of the seller's pocket. So if I have a large warehouse full of brand new vacuums, sorted kind, and I'm selling them through Amazon, and you or someone else purchases one of my vacuums, uses it extensively, maybe you just bought a house and you don't want to use yours because you're afraid of what the germs are in the carpet. So you order a vacuum and you clean the whole house. And you're like, I don't want to keep this. And it is filthy. And sometimes they don't even empty the dust canisters. And you return it. Me, the seller, who might have originally gotten paid for that, now because it's returned, it comes out of my pocket. It comes out of my earnings. And let me get this right, because I had to look this up, what was covered. Now, besides the money getting deducted back from me because it was returned, there could be an FBA. So let me read this. If the seller uses Amazon fulfillment by Amazon, where maybe I put it into their warehouse, I could be charged an FBA return fee. I could be charged the return shipping cost. I could be charged a restocking fee if it was being sold out of one of Amazon's facilities. My inventory, but I put it in an Amazon facility. So does it hurt Amazon? No, it hurts the seller. And when I explained that to this individual, she was like, oh, didn't think of it that way. Duh. So why are people returning these? Okay, now something else. The bait and switch. Well, I don't even know if I want to call it bait and switch. The flat out lying and cheating on returns. I bought this pallet. Sitting on top of the pallet was this box, and it was a very expensive, high-end like a biometric gun safe. Now, I never buy a pallet based on one box. I always assume that the item is damaged. So I bought this pallet. I got it home, and I start breaking it down, and I pulled this box out thinking, oh, I've done good with these gun safes, biometric safes on my AIP program. I've earned some good commissions off those videos. This one's going to do good. I opened the box and there was a DVD player. Someone had taken this expensive safe out of this box and they threw their old DVD player in there. And they didn't even include the remote. Why? It's lying. It's cheating. Where are your morals? Come on, people. Why? Excuse me. Now, in the end, I gave it to my daughter. She didn't care if there was no remote. She just kind of has it sitting there. Just play some old school DVDs if she has them. Clothing. I don't get a lot of clothing on these pallets, but I did purchase a big box. It's called like a Gaylord, like a half Gaylord. It's a 4 foot by 4 foot by 4 foot high, and it was all Amazon return clothing. Unbelievable. Everything from practically dirty underwear to old, ripped, worn out jeans, where they took the new pair of jeans and they threw their old pair in there. Why? Why, people? Put it in the comments. Why? Why are people doing this? Tell me. And heavens forbid, I hope that you're not doing it if you're watching this. But if you are, why? Do you have no morals? Do you not care about these sellers? Because if this keeps happening, if I was a seller and this kept happening to me, I'd stop. I couldn't do it. And some people, that's their livelihood. That's how they're supporting their family, their kids, their wife, paying the bills. Yes, I'm ranting because, every pallet that I get, there's always at least one. Now, granted, these vacuums, is what I do is I tear them down. I literally take screws out. I take pieces, parts apart, attachments, I should say, apart, and I thoroughly clean these things and disinfect them. And for the most part, when I'm done, it looks like a new vacuum. Now, I resell these after I'm done making my demo video demonstrating the features of the vacuum and showing how it picks up. I'll take like Rice Krispies and grind it into the carpet and use a vacuum and show how well it works, as long as the vacuum does work. Now, I will not resell these on Marketplace as brand new. I will be very honest with people and tell them that they are used vacuums. And when they come and pick them up, I'm very honest with them. Because I don't want to be like those on the front end who are ripping off. I am not going to rip people off. So this has been eating at me. To make this video, it has been eating at me why people are ripping off on Amazon, ripping off the sellers. Maybe the certain part of it is ripping off Amazon. I don't know. But the question is why? Put it down in the comments. Let me know what your thoughts are on this whole thing. Now, I understand that, the typical return of products. Yes, I get it. I've returned. But to use it and abuse it, and then to take a product out and replace it with garbage, you're stealing. That's what you're doing. You're stealing. And then to get a return. And they laughed about it, I'm sure. Excuse me. So, enough of my rant. I don't even know how long I've been going here. So, I'll just kind of touch on the tip of the iceberg here. So, my Amazon Influencer Program, I make short demo videos. We don't call them reviews. We call them shoppable videos, and post them on Amazon. So whenever you watch someone's video, and if it says earns commission, they are part of the Amazon influencer program. You have to be an influencer on social media, such as I have this channel. I've taken the time over the last few years to grow this channel, water it, fertilize it. I make every attempt to try to respond back to comments. And I apologize if you're watching this and you've posted a question and I did not respond. I apologize. I have been away for a while taking care of some other business besides, Amazon influencer, which has occupied, a fair amount of my time, but just other personal matters. But I feel like I'm back at a good place and I want to start coming back to you and spending time with you. Now I just kind of went off on a tangent. I forgot where I was at with this whole thing. But Amazon influencer, so I make these videos and I post them, and under my name, if you should watch one of my videos, it'll say earn commission. So every time you watch the video and you purchase that product or another product in a similar category, I earn a commission. And some people who do this full time, they are doing very well. They're putting the work in. I'm putting the work in. So we're coming full circle back to where we were when we started this video. You can't just take some money and drop it into like what we did a few years ago, thinking that we were going to get rich in these crypto investments. Put the money in there, sit back, and watch it artificially grow. No. I have learned you have got to put in some effort. I don't care what it is. I'm putting in some effort. I'm having fun. I'm doing this part-time. Now, if I was doing this full-time, I'd be doing a whole lot better. But I'm doing quite well. You got to put in the time. Put in the effort. And out of that, you will benefit. What is this? You reap what you sow. I had to think for a second there. If you don't put any effort into it, you're not going to get anything back. These people who are still out there promoting these crypto investments, these crypto platforms, these make money real quick, they're the ones making money because they're pushing it. And they're getting you to sign up. They're taking your money. They're earning sign-up bonuses off from some of these scammers real quick until the whole thing crumbles and they just split with what they made off from you, and you have nothing. Me, I'm buying these pallets of products. Now I'm reselling the items and I'm making my money back plus some. And then I'm making my demo videos, my review videos, my shoppable videos as we call them. And I'm earning commission. I'm making money off that. I'm putting time into it. I'm putting effort into it. So I leave that with you, and I'm going to keep coming back, and we're going to dive into a little bit more on Amazon Influencer. Let me know in the comments before I leave here if I put together a small, very affordable, and I'm not going to be like everybody else, but if I put time into it, it means video editing, and typing out manuscripts and what have you. So I need to get something, just justify it, But let me know if you'd be interested if I were to do something like that. That's on the very back burner. But I want to at least touch base a little bit more in future videos. So let me know in the comments if you're interested, what you think, and let me know what you think about people ripping off Amazon. Enough of that. I'm going to let you go, and I'm going to get this pumped out there. And until the next time, people, God bless. Nice seeing you again. Have a good day.